J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another Real Talk Tuesday, Talking Dirty After Dark. I'm here with my girl, Kay Leezy, in the building.
Hey, Jay. I'm blushing about my new name, Jay. I'm blushing about my new name.
That's Kay Leezy up in here, y'all. The new
right.
name. How was your week?
It was okay. My weekend was a little bit quiet, and it's heading up. I'm getting a lot of work done this week, so I'm pleased for that. You know, thank God for another day to work.
I hear that. Definitely. Seems like time go by so fast for me.
Right?
Man, days are moving so fast. Seems like as soon as I'm thinking I got a day or two to get something done, I'm behind days or two. Like, wow. So,
right.
Yeah, time is definitely not waiting around for nobody. Definitely.
Nope, you got to get on that train, get it together.
I hear that. All right, everybody. We got a lot to talk about today. A lot about cheating and relationships, insecurities. Kelly, your faces. and then of course funny Instagram, and we'll see what's up. Maybe we do some live call-ins and see what people think.
All right, that would be nice.
All right, that's what's up. All right, so one of the first topics that I had, and also we'll talk about Nick Cannon some too tonight. So this right here was kind of weird to me and interesting. So it says, which I don't know, I think maybe this boyfriend thinks she ain't that smart. But it says, my boyfriend's been cheating on me for 8 years, but says he'll stop if I marry him. Should I do it? He probably ain't your boyfriend if he's been cheating on you for 8 years. You might be the jump off.
You don't know where you stand if that be the case.
Exactly. Where do you stand if for 8 years you've been cheated on? But
what was the Jedi?
He said he won't cheat again if we get married in church.
What?
All right. So what do y'all think about that? What do you think about this woman? This woman right here said this is another offer from her boyfriend, and this is really interesting. It says, my live-in partner for 10 years has been cheating on me from time to time for the past 8 years with men. He gave me a lot of different reasons why he does until last week when we separated for a few days because he cheated again. He finally said he is bisexual. He said he won't cheat again if we get married in church. I don't want to lose him, and my 8-year-old son doesn't want us to be separated, but I'm not sure if I should marry him. I hope you can give me advice on this. So that was the little monkey wrench in it, is that he's not only been cheating for 8 years, he's been cheating with men
and women.
Yeah. So what do you think about this one right here?
I'm really pissed off, Jay. I'm so pissed off because she's invested years of her life with this guy, and I'm torn right now because maybe they're good together. Like, why would you stay in a relationship when you know he's been cheating on and off for 8 years? That's a really long time. Yeah. And now men are involved. Is the 8-year-old their son? It seems like that because it's within that time frame. But okay, so support gaming. It seems like it's done for us, but 8 years knowing this, and you still want to ask questions when you know men have been involved. Like, you ain't going nowhere.
Right? She's still asking, should I?
Do you know what I mean? Like, sweetie, stay with him. Just stay with him and let him fight with his moral compass, like we have to get married in church. That y'all belong together. I don't mean to be, brash, but dang, Jay, that's a lot.
She has definitely put up with a lot. I see where you coming from with that. Like, if you didn't put up with it for 8 years, oh well. But
right. Like, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere after that, because you're asking for advice after you found out that men also have been involved.
Yeah, that as a woman, if I was a woman, I would feel even more betrayed, because not only did you cheat on me, which is a betrayal, but now you misrepresented who you are. If I'd have wanted to be with a bisexual guy, you should have let me know that. Then I could have went into that relationship either consciously knowing that or choosing not.
And that's your right. You have a right to know.
Right.
I don't know.
So, yeah, man, definitely.
This is the onion, Jay. There's a lot of layers to this story, and she has all of the problems in this story. Every last problem right now. And you have a child involved.
Right. And that's another thing that's upsetting, is that child is only 8 years old. So that's the only guy he knows as a father in his life.
Right. Whether it's his or she didn't say our child, so I guess it's not. So nope. She got all the problems right now. I mean, like, all of the relationship problems.
Yeah, and he could just walk away and go about his life, and it ain't his kid and all of that. So yeah, who he with is not about to get pregnant. So
But
yeah, Support Gamer got an interesting thing. He said they might as well go on an open relationship. What do you think?
Well, here's the thing about that, right? The cheater is fine with them cheating, but they're not fine with the other person cheating on them. You know what I mean? So or the other person being out there. So he may be fine, but he's not going to accept her being out there in an open relationship. That part never works out balanced. You know what I mean? It never comes out.
All the toys.
And do you know, even like, so I've heard this, is it factual? No, but I've heard in the LGBTQ community, bisexual, some people in that community don't really like the bisexual. It's like, pick one. Are you into me or are you into somebody else? Like, be selective.
Greedy.
Right. Pick one. The same way I think they feel the same way, I would. Like, listen, are you going to be with me or are you going to be with him? Pick one. This smorgasbord that you have to, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why Dave Chappelle's stand-up, The Closer, was so genius, because he said, although they may be all riding in the car together, they ain't all going to the same destination.
No, their destination is very different.
Yeah, so yeah, it was genius on how he put it together and explained a little bit about that aspect of things. But with this right here, let me ask you, since we're talking about cheating and insecurity, this kind of guy may be both. Do you think that the guy in this relationship may be insecure, and that's why he wasn't able to come out and say that he likes, men and women, and bisexual? Or is it that he didn't know maybe that's who he was? Or what do you think about this? Does this cheating behavior have anything to do with maybe his insecurities and things?
I don't think he's insecure. He know exactly what he like, and he going for it. You know what I mean? He seems like he probably wanted his cake and eat it too. But yes, I could understand that if his woman thinks he's in a heterosexual relationship, he would have wanted to hide that from her.
But why date that woman in the first place? Nobody makes.
Sometimes they're conflicted. You know what I mean? sometimes they're conflicted, and it's like, well, maybe I'm supposed to be with a woman, so I'm just going to do what, in their perspective, society tells me to do. But then you may have the yearning and desires to be with a man, so you're conflicted. But the bad part about those conflictions is, don't bring other people involved in it. Find some time to work these things out for yourself so that you can be confident in the moves that you make, because that's not an easy situation to bring somebody into, nor man, no woman. You could be with a guy, and then so the guy is supposed to just accept you being with women too, vice versa. You know what I mean? That's a dub.
Yeah, I mean, you
Like
gotta
this dub,
gotta be forthcoming, and communication and is always the key in a
Right. So
relationship.
he was hiding his lifestyle, and he got a woman and another man, possibly, because he could have been cheating with one person. You know what I mean? He got a lot of people involved into this trashy situation because he's a liar and a deceiver, Jay.
Yeah, that's definitely messed up, man. And I
Hmm.
think the moral of this story is definitely communication. It should have came out, said whatever it was sooner, instead of maybe dragging that person along.
Years.
Yeah, 8 years is a long time, and
And
man,
the child was in the mix.
child, right, child
Mhm.
involved, and that's a lot right there.
It
Uh,
is.
Now this one right here is a little different, but it's kind of strange as well. All right, it says, my husband sent me a seemingly innocent text. It led me to discover that he'd been cheating for years. She said, I didn't confront my husband. Instead, I became my own private investigator. Women love that private investigations, boy, and
Not
went
me,
on
Jay.
a quiet rampage. I hear that. Uh, and it says right here, she discovered her husband of 13 years was cheating. 72 hours later, I participated in the student-led Valentine's Day Q&A and at a panel at the university where I teach uh, was holding it, and said that the students wanted the panel to talk about healthy relationships and love. And she says she ain't expect all of that, especially since she just found out her husband was cheating. And say it began with a text message about an amazing church he was visiting in North Carolina, where he supposedly traveled for a work trip. He sent the photos of the singers on stage, and she said that he told that he attended the church with a work buddy, explained that he enjoyed the service so much he wanted to share the experience with me. So she Googled all the stuff and the singer's name and all this other stuff, and found out it was in Knoxville, Tennessee, not North Carolina. And then she found, after watching the video over and over, found the church service, saw the husband standing in the video with the yellow sweater vest she bought him, texting with one hand and holding another woman's hand with the other. She said
Mm.
she was so stunned, I realized my body was completely still, holding my breath, and felt the world was going apart. All right. So, what would you be thinking if you was her? And would you be able to not confront the husband with you knowing that you saw them on video cheating and you got him red-handed?
Jay, first of all, this guy is gonna have a special corner in hell, okay? Because he cheated and he brought God all up in his bangarang. Jay, no, okay? He brought God up in his mess. Hell no. So, yes, he's gonna have a special hot corner in hell. And I'm gonna confront her. So yeah, I'm bringing this up. Like, I want to deal with it right now because, I mean, the sad thing about, relationships and infidelity and cheating is that you unfortunately don't know the person's predicament. Hopefully she could get up and cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
because also she say later that she found out that because she used to let him do all the finances and everything, because she said paying bills made her anxious. And so when she decided to start investigating, she found this dude that opened up multiple credit cards in her name, taking this other woman on trips and shopping sprees and all kind of stuff. Now how you feeling knowing that the credit cards in your name, nobody asked you about, just did it. The money is being spent on him and this other woman.
see, so this is why I strongly believe.
Christmas with her family, all of that.
No, I believe in financial literacy. Yes, sometimes finances get us overwhelmed, but even as individuals, right? We have to take that responsibility that you may not necessarily be handling the finances, but you still have to be financially aware of what's going on in your relationship. You know what I mean? Because there's just no way. Suppose something happened to him, for example, right? What would her financial anxiety do for their family?
Right.
You still have to be that way. And then this is one of the reasons why she's in this mess in the first place, because she negated to address her responsibilities as far as her finances are concerned. And granted, yes, we have that problem. Like, I get anxious when I see forms to fill out. It's like, oh my gosh, really, do I have to do this? But no, I got to debrief. I got to take it time, take it down, and get the work done because it's necessary. So now look at that. Credit cards, he's going all over the place with this other woman. She clearly now is not financially able to do things on her own. So she's stuck with him.
Yeah. And then also when she was going through the records, she found, like, because he wasn't there Thanksgiving and Christmas, talking about he had to work because they was in behind on bills, not knowing that they really wasn't that behind on bills. But he buying gifts for that other woman's daughter. He bought her a hoverboard and gift cards for her parents, but didn't buy nothing for his daughter or none of that. Yeah. So
Here's okay. So this is what pops up in my head, right? What was he staying with her for? Like, you had a whole basically family with this other person, and you're neglecting your own, right? Like, is it okay? So do men stay with women that are rugs? Like, can they walk over and go, man, I don't know what else to say, Jay. Come on now. Let's keep it real. Is he staying with her because she's a rug?
I don't know, man. I guess
Because you have a whole life that you're fully invested in
basically.
with somebody else. Look at all. I can't even see what is she saying, but look, she's still typing. So this is like a 17,000 page letter.
Yeah, she also said that she found it only the cheating started only a few years after they were married. So she done found that he done been doing this they whole marriage.
Right.
Sexual graphic pictures. See, she was the type that believed everything he said. Not to say you shouldn't have trust, but once he realized how trustworthy she was, he took
Naive,
advantage
maybe.
of it. Naive, she got a little bit of naivete. She was very
Mhm.
trusting of her man, and instead of him protecting that and appreciating that,
Mhm.
he misused that. And so he
He
knew that she
abused.
wouldn't, yeah, he knew if he told her something, she wouldn't double check or be disbelief in what he said. And so he started creating a second work life with that. Oh, I gotta work, and he ain't at work. He's spending the holidays with another woman and her kids.
Her
Probably
holding hands in church with a
right.
yellow sweater vest. Oh, Jay.
That she
Jay.
bought him. He probably left because you buying me sweater vests and shit. The hell,
Exactly. You pissed off. Like, why you buying me a sweater? A yellow Big Bird
right?
sweater vest. But no,
It's
it's
something else
sad.
we're
It's
wearing,
sad.
so
It's something that I do wonder. Why do men stay with certain women? Like, that's the rug. You know what I mean? You know that you don't love her. You're treating her like trash. You're not valuing and honoring your marriage, your commitment, your relationship. Why? What makes that happen, Jay? Ladies want to know, Jay.
Man, I don't know. It's different guys. I mean, some guys are looking for somebody to lay up on and have take care of them. Maybe they were mama's boys or something, and they looking for somebody to fill that role because that's the role they've been most comfortable in. Now, not to say that you don't love your mama if you're not a mama's boy, but that's to say, if you letting your mama do everything for you, or you don't want to go here without your mama, or you don't want to fill out this paperwork without your mama, or do this
You
or
get a
that.
replacement.
Yeah, or you need a damn ask her before you do anything. Let me ask my mama. Like, you can't make decisions on your own. Yeah, I can, but I usually have my mama help me with that.
So she just took the place. She just took that position, and But Jay, okay. So what you're saying, I concur, because I do believe that any woman who's trying to mother a man, she already lost him, because don't no man want to be with his mom. So he's going to use you, and he's going to implement all of his freedoms and niceties with some other female who he could be the man to in a relationship. So that's why I don't condone women trying to mama these men. He don't want you. He No man wants to be with his mother unless it's a real sick situation. But those are the women that do get used. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it could be, but she saw many red flags, and she did not blink at one, not one, because there's just no way that he could have been living this other life. Your husband is not home for the holidays. He's not, are you kidding
Always
me?
working, but y'all staying always behind on the bills. Well, how is that working
How
out?
is that?
Right.
Right.
You working all these holidays, you supposed to be getting time and a half, triple pay. And we
So why
already
be
broke.
behind?
Right. Where we broke from? You ain't buying nobody nothing.
And clearly she's living a certain lifestyle where he's comfortable enough to say and do whatever he wants and not feel threatened by her movements. So you know what I mean? I'm just yeah, I'm I feel sorry for her.
Yeah, I know, right?
She's the other one. She's just gonna have to stay with him. You know that how they get, and she gonna stick behind him, she gonna stand behind him, whatever. How does that go? She not
Sad.
leaving him.
Right. I'm trying to see what state that was. Barika said, what state was this? I only saw where they was going. I didn't see where they was from. I had to go back and look.
Hmm.
I pulled it down. This guy got a video. Shout out to Barika who sent me this video. Let's take a listen to what he's saying right here.
I had a relationship. It was so easy. The girl was just about everything a man can ask for, right? All right. She had good sex. She can cook. She can clean. She had intelligence. She can communicate. She was respectable. She dressed well. She had nice style, intellect, mind, body, soul. Gorgeous girl, great hair. I can go on and on, right? But because there was no dysfunction, I decided that it was boring because I was used to trauma. It was so easy, I decided that it was too boring.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
So he messed it up.
Positive vibes.
Yeah, he an idiot. And
He a big idiot.
yeah, right. What he just described is what happens to men more than men doing it to women.
Okay.
And that is, once a woman realizes that there's not a lot of drama in this relationship with this guy, then they'll leave or cheat or break up.
Mm-hmm.
And so that normally happens with women, especially women when they're younger,
Okay.
because they need to do. He got too much going on, girl. I need somebody that got them ands. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got this, and he need that.
Right. Right.
You know, because shoot, uh, they say the safe guys be the boring guys. It's not until a woman gets a little older they want the safe guys. On,
Right.
on average, of course, it's always a few outliers. But to hear this guy say this, if he would have said he is young and he didn't want to settle down, then I would have related to that more than she was perfect. And because she was perfect and it was so smooth, I decided that I had to leave. It was boring. I never did that. I never
Okay.
thought that way. I actually like no drama. I like the safe stuff. I don't want to be looking both ways every time I get out the car or looking for the
Mm-hmm.
banana in the tailpipe and, and all the other things that go with drama filled uh, relationships. So,
But Jay, so they say a lot of these things are basically start from your mother. So his mother could have been toxic, right? He could have grew up in a drama filled environment. So that was his norm, right? And now that you meet a lady who is settled, at peace, humble within herself and who she is, and like he said, she was tens across the board, right? Paraphrasing, and he's not accustomed to that. He's accustomed to all the crazy drama going on in the relationship. So at that point, I think in hindsight is when you realize, damn, I really had what I wanted. But because it wasn't what he's accustomed to, that was boring, unfamiliar, and boring to him. So, what was I get where he's coming from. The people who say that, you got to look at where they come from, because sometimes I saw an article a couple of years ago. This guy was explaining people who are raised in a family and foundation of love versus people who are raised on sacrifice. And it's not, I'm using the wrong word, not sacrifice, but survival. That's what it was, right? And their two lifestyles are very, very, very different. And his question was, should those people come together? Because your foundation and your method of handling relationships are too different. So if you are accustomed to the toxic shit, when you find peace and humility, you gonna look at that like it ain't right.
yeah,
It had a lady who said that, right? I think I had a lady one time. She said that the guy was perfect, and I guess he was boring. He wasn't good enough for her until she left out of that situation and realized that he was the one. So, it's sad because the other person gets hurt.
yeah.
That girl in that relationship, he had to hurt her because he did not recognize what she was bringing to the table when she was delivering it, because at that point he was looking at it as boring.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, hell, you could be getting steak dinners every night. It's still a nice steak dinner that a lot of people would love to have, but since you had it every night, it's boring now.
Right, right. And people like, what? You get steak every night? And you like,
Right,
forget it. No big deal.
right. Y'all ass eating a hot dog now, in the hallway.
They, that's my favorite one.
Right. So yeah, now you eat that. You on the solo mission.
Mm-hmm.
Wish you had that A1 sauce. Nah, don't you, boy? You remember the
Hello,
day?
hello. Right? You threw away your steak dinners. Now you eating hot dogs and no.
Right. And he remembering in that video how he used to have it so good.
Mm-hmm.
Dummy.
Damn.
Dummy.
For real.
Straight up. So all right, let me go. Where's your boy Nick Cannon?
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Vag Facts 2.0.
They kind of been busy.
Ugh,
Where did?
he trying to make his own community, his own community.
There we go.
Ugh.
A lot of these kids that he's had in a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Was the first one was Mariah Carey? Was it his first set?
Yeah, they were twins. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Barika said a guy once complained that I wouldn't complain about his shortcomings. Like, what the fork?
What the fork?
No, right? That dude sound crazy.
Listen, I experienced that once before. I was like, I know you know what you want, but I don't think you're ready for this, because he could say this is what I want, and I'm like, but you're not really receiving it. I don't think you're ready for this. And a lot of men are not accustomed to drama-free relationships. He would always ask me, is this an argument? And I'm like, this is not an argument. What do you mean?
What
He
is
was looking forward to the first fight. Is this our first fight? Is this our argument? I was like, no, we're not there yet. You'll know
what
when
kind of weirdo stuff is that, though? I never said, is this an argument?
But that's
is this our first fight?
Yes.
That's never crossed my mind before.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, I could disagree with you. We don't have to argue. He was always asked, is this it? And I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So this is him. You say, oh boy. What is his wife's name? Bratisi?
I guess so. Bratisi. Yeah.
Baby number 8. I think the media like counting off he got 8 kids. Beautiful.
So this is not the lady that lost the last child, right? This is the one who got pregnant right after that one.
Yeah, he had to cancel her like Nino.
Oh gosh, so she just gone? He not with her no more?
No, he ain't with her no more, I don't think.
Get out of town.
Yeah, it said this girl is 31. He 41 now. Wow. Ooh. I still think Nick Cannon is young.
Drumline, right?
Right. Wow, 31. He's 41. It's her first baby and his 8th.
Jeez. You think they're looking at him as, insurance policy? Like, what? Why join the line? Right?
Of course, yeah. I mean, you're gonna be a millionaire. What was that? Have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire.
But you see, that's 50. He only got 2 kids. You dividing this up between 8 kids now.
That's only 8 million. Nick worth at least about 30.
He gonna have more kids. They ain't gonna have all that money.
Yeah, and that's to say if they all just only got 1 million, they probably gonna get more than that.
Right. So that money starts to look a little different when he continues to multiply at the rate he's going.
Yeah. It says right here he got 11-year-old twins, Monroe and Morokan. And that's with Mariah Carey.
Okay.
He got 5-year-old Golden Sagan, 19-month-old powerful queen with Britney.
What?
19-month-old. So he got only 3 kids over 5. All the rest are under 1. 19-month-old powerful queen. He has 13-month-old. Well, 19 months is over 1.
That's right.
They tricked me. It's late.
That understood.
They should have just said 1.5.
I like to do that, Jay. Like after 1, please don't give me no months. Please.
Right. All these damn months. I like to think about it. Like, wait a minute.
My baby's 783 years old.
I know, right? Got Zion Myoxlilia.
Yep, don't bite your tongue, Jay. Don't bite your tongue. Don't do it.
And he got a child named Zillionaire Man, that's my baby, a zillionaire.
This guy, he's having
zillionaire. With Abby De La Rosa. His son, Zen, whom he shares with Alyssa Scott, died December 21st. No, damn. She a different woman out of all the rest of them. She was about to be a whole new woman. Alyssa Scott, he got a baby with. And the baby had brain. What is he got all these kids, these women pregnant at the same time, basically?
Yes, they're crossing over. So this is what I'm saying. Like, what? Like, I'm confused, Jay. I'm so confused, right? So what is it? Is he bringing them into a harem? What is this? What's going on?
He got 2 sets of twins.
Where's Gina?
Gina.
Because Gina be putting me on. You know, sometimes I'm clueless, and Gina's like, "No, Kelly."
I had sent her the thing, so if she gonna come, she can.
I can't believe when I tell you I can't believe this. So is it a harem?
Well, listen to this.
Let me know. Does Nick Cannon have a harem? Like, what is this?
He did work with R. Kelly.
Oh,
now, it does say right here, the actor welcomed 3 children in 2021, then suggested he plans on breaking his personal record, stating, "If you thought it was a lot of kids last year," so far he gonna break his record, he says. So he probably got a couple more babies in the oven cooking. They'll be ready in a month or 2.
I am so confused about this guy. I look, I'm speechless, because what woman? He's an insurance policy. What woman in her right mind would be like, 5 of his kids, 4 of his kids is under 1, and I just want to be 9. I want to give him his 9th or 10th child. Maybe the twins come from him. We could do this. Okay, all right, sister wives. I get it. He's in a harem. He has a harem. Because this just doesn't make any sense. What? So these women are only doing this for insurance policies, as far as I'm concerned.
I know, right? Suburbia Jones said the interest off of $1 million is like what, $5,000. It depends on how you invest your $1 million.
Right. It depends on how you got that, Suburbia. But
you invest in the stock market, you can get a higher rate of return.
Right. I mean, I'm sure he's making wise financial decisions. That's one thing you can say about him, other than the fact that he has the harem with these many kids, that he has made wise business decisions for himself.
He think he Bin Laden for real with the little hat, and now he trying to have 32 kids over here. What the hell?
On his way, he well on his way.
He got 8. He piling them up quick. See, that's the thing. A man, especially a young man with money and fame like him, could pile up some kids quicker than a woman. You know?
And he got a plan, because clearly this is strategic. Because he out here for real. He not careless with it. He telling you this is what he doing.
Right. Is he doing 2 and 3 at a time? You ain't getting 2 or 3 women pregnant at a time or by mistake at his age. He know how it work.
He know what it is. Sister wives, right? He know what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen families like that. Like, I know a guy, and he's one of 30 kids.
Wow.
He has 29 siblings. So it happens.
Yeah, definitely. So I don't know. Nick Cannon, boy.
So I was thinking about that. That he went, and because of the loss of the baby, he just went right back in. Like, I need to get another one. This guy has a plan. I'm not too sure if what's really, really good about it, but
Truth be told, said I'm waiting for him to make his compound public. So he built his own compound.
He has a harem.
And where is this compound located?
I don't know.
Wow.
Right. Listen, Jay, when people start making moves like that, it's a plan. Okay.
Suburbia Jones said he was scared when Viacom threatened to take away his show. Yeah, he realized he ain't got as much power as he thought he did.
Wait, I can't remember what happened. He had to apologize.
About the Jewish people,
okay,
and religion and things that ended up they had to talk to him about.
Yes, because he did say he was going to donate some portion of his salary to Holocaust survivors, or the mission of the Holocaust survivors, or something like that. Because he made the insensitive, I guess, comment. I don't even remember what the comment was.
I remember most of what it was about, but I don't remember it all. So
I'm not gonna tell y'all how Jay be schooling me behind the scenes in Discord about all the things that I don't know.
Hey, we all got a lot we don't know, so it takes somebody there to put you up.
Thanks, Jay.
Hey, no problem. You be schooling me on stuff too. So all right, let's see. I'm gonna put the link. If anybody want to ask me or Kelly any questions about what's been talked about or going on today or out there in the news, they go to link while she's sipping on that cup that makes all your drinks taste better.
Hello, jeez, Jay. Don't worry, the tumblers soon come.
All right, let me see. I got a few Instagram videos that I was sent. Hold on, let me see which ones I got that I can play.
But Jay, did you get the one where Nick Cannon says that 80% of the females he was with have poor vaginal hygiene?
Oh wow, yeah. So
we know we got to take something from what he's saying, Jay, because we know that he's been around. Okay, hold on. Let's get it spicy now, because it is after dark, right? So all the guys in the chat, what is come Jay, give your numbers, like one.
All right. Well, I don't know what the topics. What's the
if for the men, right? Have the majority of women y'all been with have.
So guys, if the majority of women, and that means over 50%. So if over 50% of women you've been with had vaginal hygiene issues, for funky thing, put a 1V. and if 50% or more did not, put a 2V.
Okay.
There you go. So we'll see. So Nick Cannon said 80%.
He said 80%. 80 is a lot, Jay.
That's 8 out of every 10. 8 out of every 10 ladies he been with
got funky cooch.
Right. I mean, that's basically like, well, every single one, because
that's what I'm saying, like all of them.
Rotation. So this time they were smelling it and these wasn't. But by the time you make your rotation back around, now these got it and the other ones don't.
So I think I sent it to you on Instagram, Jay. See if you see it, because I think well, Vivica Fox, she's, do we take what she says for fact anymore? But that's right, fucking Covidina, right? So they were saying because he's with all these women, he could be giving them BV, and he's probably the reason why they cooch is uncoochable, right?
That's a good point, though.
He could be doing that.
Just said he got that little stanky stick. He thought it was a ding ding. You got that stanky stick you've been poking with.
Stanky stick. I'm done, Jay.
Woo, we got that stanky stick, boy.
Oh gosh, I'm done.
Shoot. Keith said 1V. I will say majority of the women I have come across have not. Thank God.
Dang, Keith.
Maybe I was lucky in life.
Yes.
Because Nick Cannon, and it don't have nothing to do with being pretty or not. Because he getting pretty girls, and he said 80% of them had a problem. So,
and you know the caliber of quote unquote caliber of woman he's dating, and
right,
he's been dating. You know what I mean?
right. Now,
He was
Barika
right.
did say that he got that stanky stick, so maybe that's
Thank
part of the
you.
problem.
Yes, right. Because it clearly, he's not using protection. So he could be dipping and dabbling and dipping and dip here, dip there. So he could probably be spreading the funk.
Definitely. DeMarcus Vaughn said, except my baby Mariah Carey, I bet her cookies smell like honey.
Suppose she's one of the 80%. Suppose she's one of the 80%.
Right.
Oh gosh.
Her and the current girl.
Oh Lord.
Right.
Because he said 80% now, right? So Mariah could be one of them.
Yeah, yeah, who knows, man?
Right? I mean, he been around. He should know. Now I'm looking at Mariah funny.
Keep in mind, he got the stanky stick, so he could have gave it to her, and that's why she wanted to get rid of him and go to another man.
Jeez.
You know,
maybe he left because she had this stanky cooch and was like, "Look, one and done, yo. You got these twins. I gotta go."
She tried to double up off of one hit. He like, no, I got 6 more coming for you. Hold on.
You never know, Jay.
Right. He got a 6-shooter. What is a 6-shooter shooting up the club with perfection?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he definitely doing too much. So
wow, 4 out of 5. That's crazy, right? That's so crazy. I'm here thinking these women. Well, you know what, Jay? As we discussed in the Vag Packs, if they put in roach powder up their hoo-ha, then what you expect?
That's true. They let him put the stanky stick up there, no problem.
Hello.
Is that like, I don't understand. Like, how is that like for ladies? Like with men, we definitely feel an attachment to our thing. That's probably why it's talked about in so many songs. But do you guys really have like a possession attachment feeling, or does it feel like somebody is doing something to you, or do you feel like it's yours? Like, I don't know. Like,
you got to ask me that in a different way, Jay. Of course it's mine. I'm attached to that sucker. It's attached to me. What do you mean? It's mine. It's my most prized possession on my person, Jay.
Well,
it ain't never let me down. Of course I got an attachment to it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand why these ladies are letting him, you know,
they're not taking care of it, right?
Need some money. They're looking at him as a college scholarship.
I just don't get it. Like, so hold on now. I do understand that a lot of women out here are because sometimes you will go into the bathroom, ladies in the chat, you go into the bathroom and you're like, oh, the stall next to you or something like, oh, and I know that's coming from the front. So
that's coming from the front.
It's coming from the front. You know that. So you know, I don't understand how. So here's one thing that I do get, right? When women have, vaginal odors, they try to do the stuff, Jay, the steams and the eggs and the roach powder and stuff like that. What that does, it could mask it for a moment, momentary fix, but it escalates the problem. So the minute you stop or 2 days after, you know what I mean? So because you're not fixing it, you add into the problem.
Right.
So and they continue to do it as opposed to go to the doctor to get it checked out and get some professional help. So they continue to buy these steamers, and I told you the eggs and all of this crazy stuff, the bush to put in there. I don't know, Jay. And the bush, right? And they want to, and they're making matters worse. So I could understand that. It's not supposed to smell like roses. It's just not supposed to have a smell.
Yeah, don't put no Vicks Vapor Rub up there, ladies. It just
Some people swear by Vicks, Jay.
They cure everything, and they put it around your throat at night, and you open up, and all the pores, you just feel much better. You stick it down there. Ooh, that was before Viagra. You see, they got the waterfall on the front.
Oh God. Okay, I'm done. It's true. So it's sad that these women out here, they're not taking care of their treasure box, Jay. Jeez.
Treasure box.
Only goodness come from there. Why would you not take care of it?
That's true. Bab said Nick probably doesn't even know what poor vaginal hygiene is. Plus, he's international peen. He's probably giving the whole world BV.
He probably is giving the whole world BV, Bab. I'm done.
Oh, no. Barika said if he got a turtleneck and doesn't clean off the duck butter, he's definitely throwing off some pH balance. The duck butter, you remember that one, huh?
Yes, the duck butter.
Got that duck butter buildup over there between the rolls. We gotta go ahead and squirt that out, put it on some toast or something.
I'm putting myself back on mute, Jamie.
The duck butter. Oh no.
That's what I'm done. He is giving BV all over the place. International feed, like Bab said.
More like BB. Duck butter. He been spreading it all over like Coca-Cola.
You.
They know where you go where they don't know where the Coke is.
Yeah. So he could really be the culprit for all you know. But we have to stress. We have to stress to men that that's one of the telltale signs that a man is cheating. You are fine all the time, and all of a sudden you pop up in something wrong. Like, dude, you've been somewhere. That's how come I know. Right? Because our bodies respond to that in a negative way. So it's not just, woman's intuition and I had a dream that you was out about last night. No, okay? You didn't mess up my balances. That's why I know you've been around. I don't know.
Well, we're about to call it a night, but I appreciate you for coming through.
Thanks,
as
Jay.
always. Yeah, everybody, thanks for coming and watching and supporting us on these Tuesdays for all these good little topics and discussions. Definitely appreciate
it. The topics that y'all want to talk about, and we'll bring them up.
Yeah, definitely post it on the community page. Any topics you all want to talk about, and we can go ahead and address those topics. So
no, y'all should stick around a little bit. I'm gonna come in the chat and talk with y'all when we come off. What about that?
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Kay Leezy, another great evening. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Shay.
Hey, no problem. Everybody have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. We up out of here. Deuces.